Up in the far north, people talk about a giant. A bear so big it makes Kodiaks look small and polar bears look outmatched. Some call it the Goliath Bear, but is there something real behind these sightings, or are we just filling in the blanks? For decades, hunters in Alaska and the Canadian Arctic have described bears that didn't fit either species. Too large for a grizzly, too bulky for a polar bear, tracks wider than a man's hand. These sightings came from different corners of the north, but the pattern was always the same. Something didn't match the rulebook. And once scientists confirmed the two species can cross, people started wondering if some of these encounters were actually hybrids. In 2006, the guessing stopped. A hunter on Banks Island shot what looked like a polar bear, until biologists saw the details. The claws were too long, the shoulders too muscular, the coat had a creamy tint, the face was broader than a polar bear's. DNA testing confirmed it. The first wild hybrid, grizzly father, polar bear mother. More hybrids appeared in the years that followed, including second-generation individuals. Only 8 have ever been confirmed, all traced to the same female polar bear. Rare, yes, but undeniably real. Hybrids only happen when species meet, and the Arctic is changing in ways that allow that. In some regions, ice-free seasons last much longer than they used to, pushing polar bears inland more often, and young male grizzlies roam huge distances. They've been seen far north for decades, even on Arctic islands. The result is a handful of overlap zones in the high Arctic, the same places where every confirmed hybrid has been found. And here's where the story turns from unusual to extraordinary. To understand what a hybrid could inherit, look at the two giants behind it. Kodiak males weigh 600 to 1,200 pounds, with rare giants passing 1,400. They stand 4 to 4.5 feet at the shoulder, sometimes close to 5. Polar bears dominate height. Big males stand 9 to 10 feet upright and weigh 900 to 1,500 pounds. The heaviest ever recorded topped 2,200 pounds. Kodiaks have dense muscle, especially across the shoulders and neck. Polar bears have reach, long forelimbs and unmatched endurance, some swimming over 100 kilometers without stopping. A Kodiak fights with explosive close-range power. A polar bear strikes from distance with mobility. If you had to face one of these giants in the wild, which one would you rather deal with? Time to separate what's real from what's imagined. Fact: hybrids exist, 8 confirmed so far. Fact: their parents meet in specific regions where their ranges overlap today. Speculation: could a massive hybrid appear? No confirmed hybrid has exceeded the largest pure bears, but when both parent species already push the limits of land carnivore size, a hybrid inheriting upper-end traits from both sides is possible, just never documented. Confirmed hybrids share certain traits: broader or slightly wider heads, slightly longer bodies, cream-colored or off-white coats, and mixed claw shapes. These have all been recorded. If a giant hybrid ever appeared, it might reach the polar bear's 9 to 10 foot height while carrying some Kodiak shoulder mass. The coat would likely stay creamy, not pure white, not dark brown. The gait could mix a grizzly's low, powerful stride with the polar bear's longer legs. Now imagine this: you crest a foggy ridge in the Arctic and see a silhouette taller than any polar bear, but broader than any grizzly alive today. That image alone shows why the legend refuses to fade. This hasn't been documented, but it fits what we know about existing hybrids and the extremes of both species. Right now, hybrids are far too rare to influence ecosystems. They aren't replacing polar bears or grizzlies. But if larger hybrids ever became more common, they could reshape small coastal food webs or compete differently for certain resources. For remote northern communities, a large hybrid could also be more unpredictable, mixing a grizzly's boldness with a polar bear's range. and for conservation, widespread hybridization would raise difficult questions about what exactly we're trying to protect. So, here's the verdict. Hybrid bears exist. They're rare, they can reproduce. But the Goliath bear, an oversized hybrid surpassing both species, has never been confirmed. It isn't impossible, it's just unproven. In the end, this story isn't about a monster. It's about how fast the Arctic is changing and how two of the largest predators on the planet are being pushed into the same shrinking world. When giants meet, new possibilities appear. Hybrids were one of them. A true Goliath could be another. We may be watching evolution adjust in real time, faster than the climate that shaped it. So what do you think? Could a massive hybrid rise in our lifetime, or is the legend still ahead of reality? Thanks for watching and subscribe for more wild animal videos.